Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy New Year's Eve too. Oh my God, New Year's Eve shit. Happy Christmas Eve. Why I'm trying to be all the way on New Year's. Happy Christmas Eve. I'm my New Year's child. Thank you guys for being here and letting me sleep in just a little because I was tired as hell. But we're here. Oh my God, I have an explosive show for you guys. I have some tea that's gonna blow everybody's wig off. I hope y'all got some good Gorilla Glue up under the wigs this morning, baby. Because listen, baby, I was up with my good old shovel last night, and baby, I have cracked the case. I have cracked the case. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God. But y'all know I always like to save the best for last. So we're going to get all the other shenanigans out of the way first. And then we're going to get into it. Let's put my banner up though, child. Baby, we got to be, child. We got to be protected, honey, when we put this tea out there. Y'all going to be like, caramel, this goddamn caramel. Yes, honey. Well, good morning to everybody. Thank you all for being here. Do I have any mods in the building yet? My backup mods, Rose, Armstead, and who else be helping me out? Is it Strawberry Taffy? No, I think it's Truth. Is Truth in here? Truth in here? Yeah, I see. Truth, can you back up mod for me? And Rose for me if you guys can, if you don't mind. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Love you like a play cousin. All right, let's. Oh, I see KBR. I'm sorry. I see KBR is in the building too. Thank you. Oh, and I see Tyra. I had to scroll down. My bad. I said I'm scrolling down. I see you guys. All right, and y'all can still back up mod if y'all see any craziness. Okay. All right, because baby, what we're gonna be talking about today, I'm sure the trolls will be here. I'm very sure, because anytime we get to spilling tea and talking about stuff, the trolls pile in here. So I'm expecting them to show up. Hi, trolls. Thank you guys for being in the bushes. I know you guys are going to try to come out and act a fool to stop this tea, but guess what? Bitch, not today. All right, let's get into our show though. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, let's get into our first topic. Okay, in case your spaceship just landed last night, honey. Speaking of last night, oh my God, Carlos King, his face got cracked. Okay, well, for those of you that did not get to see it, we're gonna talk about it again. I was live while he was live, so we already put that out there, but we're gonna talk about it again, honey, because listen, Carlos, messy. Let me just say this: Aikisha Holly Cologne, honey, gave a new meaning to messy. To messy Mondays, okay? And baby, that was a Monday that was beyond messy. Carlos keeps getting his face cracked by his cast, and I just don't understand why he just don't stop his bullshit. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You asked Willie and them to be on your show to try to get your ratings up, but baby, Aikisha came on there and snatched the damn curtain down and walked up out that bitch, and she done quit on the damn show. You thought you were gonna pussyfoot around her, and you thought you was gonna sit here and kiki with her, and she was like, bitch, I didn't come here for that today. You asking Willie about his haircut, he was like, yeah, I'll tell you about this hair, but my wife about to tell you why we really in this bitch. All right, let's go ahead and get this supper. Baby. Whoo, here we go.
I want to congratulate Carlos, and we want to congratulate the show, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of the platform, but unfortunately we will not be returned. So just wanted to say that. The colognes are done.
Look at everybody's face.
So thank y'all and Merry Christmas. And our attorney has sent a letter to the attorneys of Kingdom Reign. So just want to let y'all know, because I didn't want Carlos to find out any other way.
Look at Carlos.
Well, listen, thank you so much for everything you brought to the show. You know,
Thank
you have a friend in me, a family in me as well. And
I want to congratulate Carlos, and we want to congratulate the show. And thank you for allowing us to be a part of the platform, but unfortunately, we will not be returned. So just wanted to say that. The colognes are done. So thank y'all and Merry Christmas.
Carlos is squirting bussy juice all in that chair behind that news, bitch.
And our attorney has sent a letter to the attorneys of Kingdom Reign. So just want to let y'all know.
So they quitting, and you gonna be sued. Look at God. Carlos.
Because I didn't want Carlos to find out any other way.
well, listen, thank you so much for everything you brought to the show. You know, you have a friend in me, a family in me as well. And
yeah, you got a friend in her, all right. Till them damn papers get there, and that shit gonna be over. Okay, till them court papers get there. I know he calling his lawyer every hour on the hour. Did they get there yet? Shit. Yeah, Carlos, this is not the first time that your people have had to up and show you up. So Gucci might be next. Okay, so Gucci might be filing some shit against you next. From what I hear, because you tried to shut her up, and the word on the street was that you was trying to file something against her asses, given that she might be coming for you for how production and Kingdom Reigns Entertainment is editing her and showing her on the show, making her look a different type of way because you mad that she called your ass out on messy money. That's the word on the street. But Tara, we're gonna see how that play out. But what we did see play out was Aikisha Cologne and her husband, Willie, honey, come up here and let your ass know they done with your bullshit after you guys spin the narrative on them on Belle Collective after that huge fight, that huge disagreement, to where now the cast have thought they were going to be smart and try to ice Aikisha out for next season. But she said, bitch, listen, I don't need this fucking show. In case you didn't know, me and my husband, we just bought a $2.6 million home, bitch. We don't need this show. So while y'all asses over here scratching and surviving and renting cars and having damn fake ass businesses and trying to be somebody that your asses ain't, we're going to go over here and be who we really are in our home. Okay, we're going to be over here stress-free and not worried about y'all bullshit. And Carlos King over here painting the narrative and allowing his cast to attack each other for a check in his damn pocket. That's what she had said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Aikisha had let your ass know. So that's what your ass get, Carlos. Because you tried Aikisha before and she had to check your ass about how you was showing her in that little promo for that little video bullshit that y'all put out for Belle Collective, okay? And you ain't respond to that bullshit. So Aikisha kept that in the back of her mental Rolodex and spin the block on your ass on your show, which we call Messy Mondays. All right, check it and clock it. All right, moving on. I love a good old nasty read, okay? And that's exactly what that was, baby. That was gutter nasty, and I loved it. All right, so let's get on with the show. Body cam footage is released of young Bleu, which is a rapper, 2023 arrest, where he allegedly body slammed his mother, y'all. He had a verbal altercation with his mother. What kind of world do we live in where motherfuckers is body slamming their mother? I said, bitch, you need to be under the jail, because if you do your mother that way, you have no respect for women, and any woman that you come across, you gonna do them the same way. You putting hands on mama where mama is laying in the bed crying and calling the damn police and explaining to them that you got upset because she told you that you could not take somebody up out of her house who she has custody over, and you wanted to overrule what mama had to say and picked your mama up and slammed her on the fucking floor and injured your mama, and now that ass is arrested, and that's what the fuck you get. Let's go ahead and watch this video. Shout out to It's On Site, all right? And shout out to Melody Money Making Male fan page, all right, for the Aikisha and Carlos video. All right, here we go.
Med unit, you want the ambulance to come? You want the ambulance to come see you?
They sit in the ambulance.
Yeah, 1280 radio. Med unit can come in.
Because I tried to stop him from taking that son. That boy, he know he was supposed to have him right now. We're going through a nasty custody battle.
So you say he body slammed you? How did he do
He's
that?
going to stab me right downstairs by the door.
He pick you up and throw you down?
Yes, I was standing up and and when I tried to stop him from he was telling Corbin, go out the door. And I said no. And when I grabbed his shirt saying, because he grabbed me, he took me and fired out the blue. And I was there like a broken dog. I couldn't bear his when he scattered out the door. And I guess he thought about it on down the road. He turned around and dropped Corbin off and drove off. Dropped Corbin off right down the street.
Okay. What's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Hickl?
I'm still on that side.
Do you think he's going back home?
It's a possibility he's going back home, or it's a possibility that he knows I'm sending the law there and he's trying to evade. But yes, he's going back home because he's doing some work over there. That's what he told me. He was going to take Corbin over there, but I already seen the text message where he told Corbin he was going to come and get him holiday break and take him out of the state. He can't do that.
Is he young Bleu?
Yes.
Okay, let me catch you guys up in case you guys don't understand. Blue's son is in the custody of his mother. Something happened to where his mother got custody of his son. The son lives with young Blue's mother. Now, he texted the son to let him know he was coming to get him, but he had already planned to take him out of state, and he had not said anything to his mother, who has custody and or is the guardian of his son. So he thought he was going to debo his ass and just come up over there and take the son up out of there. The mother said no, that the child could not go, and he got mad, and the mother was kind of like standing in the way of saying, no, he can't go. He picks his mother up. His mother now slams her down on the floor, takes the child, put the child in the car, drives off. When he thought about it, like, oh shit, mama gonna call the police on my ass, he turns around and don't even take the child all the way back to the house, but drops the child off at some road for the child to go back to the house. And then he skirts out because he knows that the police is on the way. All right, so let's continue.
He already has a volunteer, but it's already recorded.
I got custody papers to where I'm allowed visitation. I'm allowed visitation on the weekend. I knocked on the door. And I have a video. I got a video on my phone that I never touched it. I got a video on my phone right now. I recorded her. So y'all can arrest me, but I still just want to show y'all the information so y'all know. So y'all will know.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements.
All right. So I have a court order in my phone that says that I get my son. First of all, I had full custody of my son for like 2 or 3 years. I travel like I'm an artist, so when I got custody from him, one of the medians had said, you know, maybe my mom should have him on like during school. So okay, so you know, I take
Like
care
during
of
the school year.
Yeah, during the school year. I take care of my mom. Like that don't mean nothing, but I take care of my mom. My mom don't want for nothing. My mom, she don't even work. Like she's been unemployed. I take care of her and my son and my grandma. So I have visitation. I mean, I really go get him anytime I want to, but specifically on weekends and breaks. Now it's a weekend and break right now. Me and my mom into it right now because some mess with her and my wife that she's mad because she can't live with us in Florida. Like she was living with us in Florida, and then I was like, Mom, you gotta go back home. Like me and my wife weren't really working out, so she had to come back here, and she's been mad about that. And since then, like she hasn't been trying to like give me my visitation. So, you know, it's still been cool. I still be paying her stuff. So I went over there just today, knocked on the door, knocked on the door about 20 times. Nobody came to the door. I guess they ain't hear me. So she finally came to the door. Everything was smooth. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to get Corbin because I'm building a facility right there where y'all came and got me from. So I'm building a facility, and I was like, I told Corbin, my son, I was like, man, I'm going to come over there and get you and let you work with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I be trying to keep him active and stuff. He just be sitting in the house playing a game. So I went over there. She's like, where you taking him? I was like, because she think I'm going to take him back to Florida because she used him as a pawn. But
first of all, there's text messages showing that you text the child to tell him that you were taking him out of state. That's how the mama knew. He's supposed to only get his son on the weekends. Now, there was something going on in the house between him and his spouse to where they found it deemable to take the child out and give the child custody to the mother. So he thought he was just going to come over there and just take the child when he felt like it on a day that was not the weekend. And the mother was standing up saying, no, you cannot take him, because she'd already saw the messages as well where he was going to take the child out of state. And that's when he turned batshit crazy on his mom. Now he giving all these details that still don't matter because his ass got arrested.
She think I'm gonna she think I'm gonna use him as a pawn. I was just like, no, Mom, I'm just taking him over here so he can do some work with me. He ain't gotta pack his clothes, just put on something. I'm trying to get my son at the house. No, you ain't taking him nowhere. You ain't taking him nowhere. I was like, it's my day of custody. So I said, Corbin, put on your clothes. Now my son about our height. I said, Corbin, put on your clothes and come down. She get the cussing and screaming and raving and stuff. So I just turn around, walk down the stairs back towards the door. I go wait for him at the door. He come down there. She come down there grabbing all on me, grabbing my shirt, like, no, you ain't going nowhere, like pulling me in the house. I pull away from her and we go get in the car. Mind you, I ride down the street. I'm like, man. So I returned him. I turned around and dropped him back off at the house. Now, given mine, she's probably gonna. My mom is. I never put my hand on her because I'm too big. Like I hurt her. You know what I'm saying? She knows that, so she's she knows that. Like, she knows you can ask her, did I hit her? She probably gonna say, I did something, but I didn't. I know I didn't.
I hear how he playing with his words. He's saying that she's saying that I hit her. She never said that you hit her. She said you slammed her. Y'all see how he tried to play that?
I'm saying, I got the video of me walking away from the situation. She's going crazy like she always do. I was just over there to get my son so my son could do some work with me. I got my son. Like, I try to keep him active and stuff because he just like to play the game. He got good grades in school. She know I'm a good father. Everybody know, like, I don't get into no trouble around here. Like, I be minding my business. You know what I'm saying? I never have no problem with her until we into it. And she know that they ain't gonna have no way to pay nothing while I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So, show y'all the video with my own video. But I'm pretty sure she gonna come to her senses and she gonna be like, she gonna let y'all know the truth. I'm telling you, she gonna come to her senses because when
now he's using the fact that he takes care of her, and now he ain't gonna take care of her probably and pay her bills to make her drop this damn lawsuit against it or these charges against him because he pays for everything for his moms. He thinks he's very smart in terms of trying to use money and financial stability over his mom not pressing these charges where he slammed her. So he feel like he can do what the fuck he wants to do to anybody because everybody's in his pocket. He takes care of grandma. He takes care of his mother. He takes care of somebody else, he was saying. So he feel like he can treat people any kind of way because he pays their way.
She really all about money for real. It's almost the end of the month. I'm telling y'all, she gonna come to her senses.
Here, it's almost the end of the month. She gonna come to her senses, meaning, bitch, I ain't gonna pay nothing now since you gonna call the police on me, and now you gonna drop these charges because you're gonna need that rent paid. That's what it's giving. He's a trash ass individual. I'm sorry, nigga. You put your hands on your mama, it's up and stuck from there. I would press charges and I would keep them, bitch. If I gotta get up off my ass and go get a job, whatever I gotta do, where I ain't gotta be in your pocket, so you feel like you can treat me any kind of way. And then I'm going to turn around and sue your ass for child support since I'm taking care of your child. That's how mama need to play that because this nigga is a millionaire. Sue his ass for child support. That's how your rent going to get paid. Your lights going to stay on. That's how everything is going to be taken care of. And you ain't got to worry about him. And if he don't pay it, then his ass will be locked up. That's how you got to do that. So you got to know how to play. You got to know how to play the game. You got custody. He only get to see his son on the weekend, and he want to come over there on an off day and try to regulate things because he paid the bills at mama's house. So when mama tell you what the law says, which is you cannot take him today, you get mad and slam her to the floor. And you don't think she gonna call the police and she laying in the bed in pain? You don't think she gonna call the police on your ass? And that's exactly what she did. So now he's mad because his ass is in handcuffs and he want to use the fact that he pays for everything for mama that she gonna see here in a few minutes because the first of the month is coming up. Nigga, you trash. You trash. You gonna put your hands on her and you gonna threaten not to take care of her because you did some shit you shouldn't have done. You shouldn't have took your ass over there. You shouldn't have been over there. And you shouldn't have sent a text message because that's what she saw, that she was getting ready to try to take your son out of state. When she has custody, maybe you should be a better father to where the state does not have to take your child, Mr. Millionaire. Money does not make you a great father, obviously. And now we see why you and your wife are going through times that you said in the video. And I'm willing to bet that 90% of that probably is you in terms of how you speak to women, how you treat women, and this entitled attitude his ass have. He right where he need to be. Body cam footage, as it says here, has been released showing the arrest of rapper Young Bleu in 2023. Says that the footage captures the moment when Young Bleu was taken into custody after allegedly body slamming his mother during a heated altercation. The incident reportedly occurred during a custody dispute. It says, and Young Bleu, was charged with battery under the Family Violence Act. Okay, so he was charged. Thank God. Trash ass individuals like that. Parents, you got to start when it's this small. Okay, never ever should you ever put your hands on your parents. I don't care how mad as a child, whatever rule my mother gave me or my father, I never got to the place where I'm gonna put my hands on my parents because I knew better. I don't give a fuck if I'm grown. To this day, if my mother tell me to pipe it down, that's my mother. And I'm 40-something years old. I still respect my mother at my age. And it never occurs to me to ever get so mad to put my hands on her because that's my mother. Because you cut off your days when you do that shit. That's biblical if you want to look it up. Disrespect your parents, you cut off your days when you do that. So you just chopped your life in half, fool, when you did some shit like that. And she taking care of your damn child. And that go to anybody else that disrespect their parent. They brought you into this world. The least you can do is respect her. And if you agree to take care of her, it's not conditional on if you come to her house and do what the fuck you want to do. And when she holds you accountable, then you use it as a means of control. That's all it was. Mama, quit your job. I'm going to take care of you. Only because you like that control and you like people looking up to you because you got a little coin on you. Shout out to the mama because she did the right thing. Shout out to the mama. Don't ever let your kids disrespect you. Mine going to be taller than me when he get grown. When he turns 16, my son is already up to here. And he know better. Don't ever fucking try me like that. My son is 9 and he comes, I'm 5'7". Swear to God, he comes up to my ear already at 9. So I know when his ass get, 16? He going to be looking down at me, but never will you fucking disrespect me. And I mean that. He know it too. Don't ever think you're going to do that shit. Because mama crazy. I told you I'm old school. I don't play that shit. I stop you now. I'm stopping him now. You don't talk back. Don't do it. You ain't gonna mumble under your breath. That's how that shit work in my fucking house. Okay. Let me get out of mama mode. Oh, child, that sent me. Okay. Parents, you better step it up. You better step it up with the discipline. All right. And there's a fine line between discipline and abuse. It is. But you got to step it up, especially if you're raising boys. Girls too, but mostly boys, because they get a certain age and they start to smell themselves, as they say. And they feel like they can say and do things because they feel like I'm a boy, I can overpower mama. But just when you instill that respect in your child, okay? When you instill that respect in your child, it doesn't matter how big they get over you, they still have that thing in them to say, you know what, that's mama. I ain't gonna try that with mama because that's mama or daddy. Okay, you gotta instill that. So yeah, you gotta do that. All right, let's move on, child. The new Shani O'Neal has arrived, child. Let's get into her. Because, baby, she done went out here and took some money from her husband, and he ain't backing down, okay? Somebody said mine, too. You better say it. Come on. When you raising kids, honey, don't let them disrespect you. Hell no, mine know better. All right, NFL scandal, honey. Earl Thomas, estranged wife, accused of stealing $2.7 million for a lavish lifestyle and faces felony charges. See, you should talk to Shani to see how she did that shit, baby. Because that's your husband, you entitled to money as well. But let's get into it to see how she got into this and how her ass might have to try to get out of it, okay? Ooh, Lord, okay? Nina Thomas, okay, which is the wife of Earl Thomas, honey, the estranged wife of former NFL star, has been hit with multiple criminal charges, including conspiracy to commit wire fraud, money laundering, and aggravated identity theft. Now, prosecutors allege that she defrauded the ex-Seattle Seahawks safety out of over $2.7 million in an elaborate scheme to begin shortly after their 2020 separation and her divorce filing, according to TMZ. Shout out to them. And shout out to its own site. That's where we're reading from. Now, according to court documents, Nina and an unnamed co-conspirator allegedly diverted funds and property from Earl into accounts they controlled, using some of the stolen money for personal expenses like breast implants and a luxury Hermes Birkin bag, honey. Ooh, you got good taste, honey. Birkin bags start at about $1,200 and up. All right, so the scheme is said to have started in September of 2021 and was exposed through financial audits. Now, an arrest warrant for Nina was issued on December the 13th of 2024. That was a few weeks ago. And she was taken into custody 3 days later, but later released. Now, the couple who married in 2016 in a high-profile wedding attended by stars like Russell Wilson and Ciara had a turbulent relationship. Now, in 2020, Nina was arrested for allegedly holding a pow-pow to Earl's head after discovering him cheating. She fucking crazy. Now, since their separation, Earl has filed legal claims accusing her of financial misconduct. Now, while Nina, now working as a real estate agent, has been active on social media, she has not publicly addressed the charges. Now, Thomas has yet to comment on the case publicly as the legal proceedings unfold. fold. Okay, what y'all think about that? How you get away with 2.7 million and then you use it for breast implants and all of these other things after separation? You're not entitled to that unless, you know, I don't know how to legal, because I ain't never been in that situation, but in this situation, I feel like if they're headed towards divorce, I don't feel like, especially if the account is in his name, that you have the right to go and just take the money out, even though you're still, well, I mean, because separation still means you're married. I don't know. I don't really know how that works. That's a loophole right there. I don't know. Y'all can put in the chat what you guys think, how that would work. If she's entitled to said money, because technically they are still married, because separation does not mean divorce. But when you take out 2.7 million, and of course you didn't say anything to him, that's why he's filing something against you, and then to use it for elaborate schemes and surgeries that he knew nothing about, like, I don't agree with that. I feel like she should have to pay all that shit back, or at least half, because she is entitled to half. I do know that when you marry somebody, you're entitled to half of everything, anything that's accumulated during the marriage. Okay, so that's a lot of fucking money to blow through, though, child. Oh my God. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. I'm gonna keep my ears to the street on that, because baby, that's weird. I know in Shani's situation with Shaq, the money that she was taking, she put in offshore accounts, which she did it during the marriage. And it's so crazy that she was allowed to keep said money when she and Shaq divorced, because he tried to get it back. The course was like, no. So she was able to keep the millions of dollars that she was sending over to some offshore accounts that she opened up. And that's how Shani became Shani, child, because Shani came up off Shaq, because Shaq, y'all know Shaq got so much damn money. He won't gonna be missing no $1 million here, no $500,000 there, with the kind of money he was bringing in with endorsements and still getting paid from the NBA. And damn, Shaq got money galore, properties and everything else. Shani came out nice, and she was smart in terms of how she did it, because she would take a little bit here, a little bit there. $30,000 is a little bit of money to Shaq. So think about it. Sending $30,000 a day, $40,000 another day, $10,000. He ain't even thinking about that shit, because he's bringing in triple that. So he ain't missing that. But she kept all that damn money. In this case right here, I don't know. I'm going to keep my ear to the street on this. All right. And any updates I get, I'm going to definitely spin the block on that. All right. But y'all can put in the chat in the meantime and in between time how y'all feel about it. All right. Let's move on, child. Mariah, the scientist, reaches out to, they're playing, Fulton County Court is playing some of Young Thug's jail calls from his girlfriend, Mariah, the scientist, who went to go and see him. And she's talking about said incident with Diddy and Cassie. Y'all remember the video where Diddy was coming running down the hallway going to get Cassie, where he put hands on her. So this has been released from Fulton County Jail of Mariah, the scientist, and Young Thug, their phone call that they had on a particular day. So let's go ahead and play that. I was like, oh, wow. And then the way she was telling the story, and she kind of thought it was funny. I was like, girl, do you not know this girl literally got beat up by Diddy? And you sitting here telling the story and kind of like laughing a little bit like it's funny. Girl, no. Let's get into it.
There's something in my eye. I don't know what, though. Anyways, but yeah, the video of the P. Diddy and the Cassie thing, no, it's not just like a wrestle.
He beat her up?
He beat her up, for sure. It's like she walking down like this hallway in the hotel to the elevator, and she get over to the elevator. She press the button. It's like she like trying to put her shoes on and like rearrange the stuff, I guess, so she can hold it herself. And then they show him running down the hall like this with a towel on. Like he just got out the shower. Like maybe she tried to leave while he was in the shower or something. I'm not laughing. It's not funny, but he like running like this. Mad. He mad. So he get over there to her. Punch her right in the face.
Man.
She fall out, hit the ground. He kicking her, stomping her out.
Oh,
Then he grab her by her hair and her hoodie and drag her ass down the hallway back to the hotel room.
I'm gonna do that on hotel camera. He tough. That nigga trip. You sure it's him?
But it happened in 2016, so it's like.
You sure it's him?
It's definitely him. For sure, him.
Man, talk a whole lot. What you gonna say about 2016?
It said 2016 when it happened. So now they on the internet like he covered that up. He paid them because that should have been turned into law enforcement. It never was. And how is CNN showing this video from almost 10 years ago, and the police department never had it. Oh, he paid them off. Now they want to reopen the Kim Porter shit and see did he kill her. They think he killed her, and they said she died from pneumonia in the summertime. It's possible.
Anything possible.
It said a whole lot of shit. It said some shit like he when he first got with Cassie, he would bring Cassie around in front of Kim Porter like she was just a light-skinned Latino girl that was better than Kim Porter, and they would just shit on her. And one night they would come in the house at 4 o'clock in the morning while Kim Porter in the bed and tell Kim Porter get out of the bed so him and Cassie can lay in the bed, and all types of stuff. Said he tried to make Kim Porter eat Cassie's tampon.
He ain't no more shit like that.
He on some other shit. If he did that, he on some other shit.
For sure. He did that. He tough.
He different.
Goddamn, boy. Yeah. What the hell you got going on?
I hope not. I hope that's not the case. But shit, when they first said he was doing all the shit he was doing, everybody was like, I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. And boom, they came with the video.
Okay. So I see y'all putting that in the chat about Shani. I just looked it up and it seems to be true. Now it says that Pastor Keon filed for divorce on Shani. Okay. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. That's what I'm seeing here. Shani O'Neal. It says that Pastor Keon files for divorce on, let me get back to my main screen. Let's ciao. I guess this is a real thing. Shit. I'm trying to watch the chat to see what y'all talking about, but it says here that Pastor Keon filed for divorce on Shani O'Neal. Child. What y'all think about that, child? That won't even on my show today. My Lord. Y'all should have known that shit wasn't gonna work out because it gives, I told y'all, it gives his ass is moist, okay? And the fact that he filed, the fact that they saying that he filed, I would have thought that she would have filed, but ooh, I hope she had a prenup on his ass. I hope she had a prenup. It said that Shani O'Neal explodes after Pastor Keon Henderson files for divorce. Let's see. Child, it's all over. I see it on several publications. So it must be a real thing. Shit. I'm gonna spin the block on that because I want to look more into it. All right, I don't just want to go on a topic, but if you guys want to Google it, you guys can. For now, I'm gonna spin the block on it and I'm gonna come back to it because I don't want to report on it just by looking at a couple of things. I want to be able to read up on it and get more information. Okay, so yeah, that's what it's saying. I just looked it up online and baby, it's saying that he filed for divorce on Shani. They only been married for barely 2 years. That ain't long. Child, maybe she saw him in there with her drawers on. I done told y'all the nigga was moist, allegedly. All right, so let's continue, child. Fans are asking for Dr. Heavenly to be removed from the Bravo show, Married to Medicine. All right, they're asking that Heavenly be removed from the show after she spoke on Contessa's mother, her deceased mother, rather, and baiting her into a fight and then blaming security and Bravo for not breaking it up. All right. Somebody said, sounds good to me, Karen. Y'all know I'm always spin the block on the hot tea. I'm always stay on shit that's hot like that. So shout out to Cassandra for putting it in the chat and putting my attention there. Honey, let me make a note, honey, so I can go look shit up because I want to be on that. On that. Give me 1 second. Yes, child. I'm gonna be on that. I may have to do that for a early pop in today. All right. So of course, back to Heavenly. Heavenly is upset because she baited Contessa into a fight, and she's mad that that security did not jump in and stop the shit when she initiated it. All right. Now they're saying, of course, Heavenly. Of course, y'all know I played it yesterday on my video. She insulted security for not stepping in to protect her on the set, and she's blaming security as well as Bravo now for allowing her to almost be injured on set. But you started the shit. You can't say something about somebody's deceased mother and then get mad and say security didn't get there fast enough. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. So now that is her defense in terms of coming after Bravo. She might want to shut her ass up because the last person that did that, Nene Leakes, All right, they asses on Bravo, and Nene was the main cast member on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Bravo don't give a fuck about getting rid of main cast members, because Nene was the highest paid. If you guys did not know, Nene was the highest paid cast member on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But when she came after Bravo and the powers that be, they got rid of her ass, and she ain't been back on that bitch since. So Heavenly, you might want to shut your ass up. You might want to shut it up, sis. All right. So fans are asking. I'll show a few comments that I pulled when I was looking at some of this, where they're saying that they want Heavenly gone, baby. They want Heavenly gone. They're sick of her ass. People are saying we are tired of Heavenly. She is problematic. She's fucking disrespectful, and she always talk about people's mamas, and she do. She did the same shit to Mariah and tried to bait her into a fight, and Mariah just had to take the high road and say, bitch, I'm out of here. Now, this is according to Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine's Facebook chat room, because I am a member of them all, because I got to get that tea, baby. It says that it's time for them to get rid of Heavenly. As you guys can see on my screen, it's coming up. Hold on. Got a little late. There you go. It's time to get rid of Heavenly. She has taken this show into a negative direction, and it's so sad to see them doing all of that. All right. People have 40 comments, which I read the 40 comments. I won't about to pull all 40. The majority of the comments agreed that Heavenly got to get the fuck off the show. They're tired of her. Every season, she is that way. And I don't know why. She is always coming for people's mothers. Maybe because she didn't have a great relationship with hers. If you guys notice, anytime Heavenly gets into it with someone else, specifically a woman, her go-to is always your mama. Now, if you guys remember seasons back where Heavenly took Dr. Jackie and Simone to Florida to show where she used to stay. She said she didn't have no windows in her bedroom. She did not have a great relationship with her mother. She didn't really talk to her mother. So it's given that you're screaming out because you're hurting inside, Heavenly. And the one thing that you use to throw at someone else is what you're dealing with inside. That's what it gives. You are fucking bully, and you need to be sat the fuck down. You're not good TV. You're a bully who needs to go somewhere and seek help. And you're on national television, and now you've created your own platform on YouTube to further bully and come for women because you have issues within yourself. That's what I see. Now, this person here says that Heavenly needs to leave the show ASAP. She is a bully and a hater. And said that you coming for someone's husband and dead, unalive mother, an unalive mother is very low. Says, I never liked her from the beginning. Big mouth, and her husband is weak. Everything you said right here, Miss Carolyn Price. Okay. Let's blow it up, honey. Everything you said. Let's show it real big on my fucking screen, because Heavenly, this is all of you that they just named right here. You are a fucking bully. You do have some issues, and your husband is very much so weak. Dr. Daddy is a weak ass biatch, and I'm gonna say it right here. I'm gonna say it right here. I don't like to call people husbands a bitch, but he is a bitch. You a beard. You all of those things because you don't check your fucking wife. Even my husband tell me, baby, take the low road. Hey, count. Pipe it down a little bit, baby. Like, come on, you ain't got to fight. You choose your battles. That's his favorite thing to say to me. Choose your battles. Like, I be wanting to be, because I'm a windmiller. I'm a fighter. I be ready to snap back. But my husband, child, he be in my ear, like the good troll, honey. Say, hey, baby, choose your battles. Let it go. It ain't that serious. Don't. You ain't got to fight, baby. No. We just need that from Dr. Damon because we haven't seen that, and it's like maybe he's scared of Heavenly. I don't know. I mean, it ain't like she gonna fight you because we just saw she called for security on TV after she almost got her ass beat. But anyway, as her husband, he definitely needs to step in sometime and check her ass and let her know she go too fucking far, and she does. And then get scared and want to run, and then when security jump up there, then you want to be back on this shit again. We saw how you did, Heavenly. You were running like hell. She's a runner. She's a track star. that was Heavenly. You a runner, you a track star. Contessa was about to tear her ass up. But that's what the people are saying. They are now petitioning Heavily to be the fuck off Married to Medicine, y'all. I would love to see her off too, because she brings nothing but chaos to the show. All right. Y'all put in chat what y'all think, because that's how I feel. All right. Yeah. Let's continue. Thought about that. Okay. Gotta play this one too. I almost forgot shit. All right.
Shut up. Don't talk.
Hold on. All right. So a man in South Carolina. I think this is South Carolina. All right. Hold on. Hold on. All right, so a man in South Carolina gets charged, you guys, for impregnating an 11-year-old girl. Why her parents made her keep that child, I don't know. But let's get into this story because I pulled it and I thought this was a very good topic, okay? It's a great topic. Let's get into it.
Shut up. Don't talk in here. Don't talk in here.
The man deputies say got an 11-year-old pregnant walking out on his own bond hearing.
He's not going to get bond anyway. He's bond denied. I cannot set bond on anything carries up to life in prison.
Investigators say Derek Kendall Burris assaulted a girl and got her pregnant at 11 years old. Detectives say she is related to an acquaintance of the suspect, and DNA proves Burris is the father of the now 12-year-old girl's baby. Investigators say the girl originally told school personnel the assault was by someone closer to her age and eventually told them it was Burris.
Anything you want to say, sir?
No. This wasn't Burris's first run-in with the law. We checked with the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division and learned that back in 2004, he was charged with armed robbery with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 10 years in prison. But it's his charge this year that'll impact a young girl's life forever, according to Susie Cole with the Children's Advocacy Center.
It used to be that people would try to sweep abuse under the rug and pretend it didn't happen, and what we know is it doesn't go away.
She says the center is seeing record numbers of assault allegations, but blatant signs like a pregnancy are rare, so parents need to open a dialogue with their kids.
Or at least in our experience, more than 95% of children are not abused by a stranger, but by somebody they know.
She says she hopes this case is a wake-up call to the community.
Shout out TikTok for it. What y'all think? He was embarrassed. As you guys can see, the judge was getting ready to, let's take it back to the beginning. The judge was getting ready to read off his charges in court. As you guys can see, other prisoners are there now. If you guys ever know anything about prison, the one thing you do not want to get out to other prisoners is that you are a child molester and that you beat women. Those two things right there will get your ass stomped the fuck out in prison. They don't play that. They don't play people coming into prison and being child molesters. We'll say it that way for YouTube's sake. If y'all get where I'm coming from, they don't like that shit. If you're an abuser of a child and women, those two will get you toe up in prison. They don't play that shit. They don't play it. They don't play it. The reason why he got up is because the judge was getting ready to read off his because I looked into another publication about him. The judge was getting ready to read off his charges in front of everybody, because you know when they're in court, everybody gonna hear your shit. And these are the same people he got to go back to in like his cell and stuff like that with. So anyway, the judge was getting ready to read off his charges. So instead of him sitting there and being man enough to deal with what he created, which was messing with an 11-year-old and impregnating her, he gets his ass up to walk out to avoid his trial or his case being heard openly in front of other prisoners who were sitting there, because he already knew what was coming behind that. Let's play one more time, okay?
Shut up. Don't talk in here. Don't talk in here.
The man deputies say got an 11.
That's why he got up and walked out, because he did not want the others to hear what he's being charged for. So thankfully he was caught. Of course, you know, and anyone who's ever been in a situation, I remember when we talked about something similar to this in my chat, some of the women were saying that they had been violated as young girls. Most of the time it is by, or it will happen with people that are very close to you, an uncle, maybe a dad, or maybe a boyfriend of a mother, or someone that's very close that you know and or trust and or look up to as a parental or a family figure of some sort. Okay. I'm willing to believe that this individual probably told the young girl, don't tell anybody, this is our secret. You know, that's how it is when people who are violators and they violate children, they try to, you know, spruce it up in terms of saying, don't say anything to anybody. This is our secret. This is only between us. Never talk about it. Never talk about it. Never tell anyone, because they know that they're wrong and the ramifications that come behind what they're doing. That's why you're not allowed. I grew up never being able to sit on like men's lap. You don't sit on a man's lap. My mother didn't play that bullshit. And that's how you have to teach your daughters now to this day, because you will have uncles out there that's touchy-feely. You should not do that. But parents, always teach your children, do not allow a person to tell you to keep a secret. There's no fucking you know, thing about no secret. We're not doing that. No, we're not holding no secrets. If it's something that doesn't feel right to you, you come and tell mommy. I taught my son at a very young age, if someone touches you in this area, and I pointed to different areas, that's wrong. No one should touch you there, ever. And if it happens, you tell me, and that's not a secret. Don't ever let them tell you, no, it's a secret. Don't talk about it. This girl was 11. Obviously, by 11, you know when things are right or wrong, if something doesn't feel right to you. But when you have an adult who may instill some type of fear into you in terms of keeping secrets such as that, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. So you want to make sure as a parent, you stay in your kid's ear, that you educate them on the do's and the don'ts in terms of how a person should touch you and or handle you. And if it doesn't feel right, come and talk to me, and keep an open communication so that your children can talk to you and don't feel like they're going to get in trouble for telling you things as such. This girl is 11 and had a child by 12. Not sure why her parents allowed her to go through that. I don't know if they would even do an AB on a child at that young. It's just weird. But obviously it was probably not the first time that he was messing around with her in that way, but because she was 11, she's a fucking child. So he's where he needs to be, in jail. This is so sick. When I saw this, I said, I want to talk about it, because we as parents, we got to step it up in terms of protecting our children. Mothers, women, if you're dating men, watch them around your daughters, because they're not just there sometimes to be there for you. If they have eyes for your daughters, don't be allowing your daughters to be walking around half dressed, because you do have some nasty, sadistic type of men who will also try your daughters and sons. This is 2024. It's not above them to now violate boys as well. So make sure you are watching your children, you educate your children, and watch who you have around your children. Don't just meet somebody and hurry up and move them into the house because you're lonely and you don't want to be by yourself, and then you wind up in a situation to where your children be violated by someone you think you love, if that makes sense. Okay, so we played this video for awareness, because listen, this is a real thing. It's a real thing, y'all. Watch your kids. This shit is sad. Now, this 12-year-old has a responsibility of an adult, of raising a child, and she's still a child mentally. Mentally, she's still a child. So she's dealing with things that maybe she should not have to deal with at that young age. She should be playing with dolls. She should be playing sports. She should be running and playing with her children. Or child, rather. She should be playing with her child, not sitting at home making a fucking bottle at 11, 12 years old. This is sad. Okay? This is very, very sad. All right, so let's get into... Did I send that over? Let me see. Yeah, I did. Remy Ma decided that she wanted to leave. Okay, hold on. Remy Ma decided that she wanted to leave Papoose, but the nigga that she left him for is giving that, from what I just saw, is that Eazy the Block is seeing 2 other women while he is with Remy Ma. That's what was brought to my attention. Let's go ahead and play it. I said, girl, you should have stayed with Papoose, because this nigga stayed with you, honey, while you were locked up. He came to see you. She said every other day. He called her every day, and he came and gave you conjugal visits. He took care of your son while you were locked up, and you running around with this nigga called Eazy the Block, this throwback rapper who ain't nobody, who want to be somebody, and that's who you choose to leave your husband for. Now, I get it. Granted, y'all might have had some issues, but Papoose was 10 toes down, and bar 10 of yours, bitch, that's 20. At the end of the day, you should have stayed your ass there and been faithful and not stepped out with no damn Eazy the Block or any other damn block on any other fucking block. Let's get into this, because somebody is airing out Eazy the Block for cheating on Remy Ma with 2 other women. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Trying to tell me all this stuff to make me...
I want y'all to hear it all. Right.
Dropping off the weed stuff. So now, because she's trying to tell me all this stuff to make me feel like she's really my friend, and to counteract the that she's doing in the public, right? So she's like, yeah, you know, because she Remy so much, right? So she's like, yeah, because that's my nigga. I'm the one that makes him valid in Philly. He needs me. I made him valid, and now he with Remy. He trying to treat me like this, but she don't even know that I came to the hotel. So she said, yeah. So in July, I went to the hotel, and and Remy was mad. She was on the phone. She knew I was at this is the reason Remy don't like me, because she thinks we, even though we really did, and he told her that I was just dropping off weed, but I wasn't dropping off weed. We really did. Oh, okay, cool, right? Back pocket. Because again, you wasn't never my friend. You was two-faced it from the beginning. So you talking about this and you being cozy with them the same way you talking about me, the same way when I know that I'm talking to you about Eazy, you going back to him and telling him the shit that I'm saying, because his temperature is constantly changing towards me. Why is that? Why is that? if I'm just chilling, who is the one saying shit? Besides them, the thing is over. So Zen calls me and she's upset. She's upset. And because at the anniversary when she battled C Bree, she was upset because she was like, no, she don't really like C Bree. She don't really want her over here. You know what I'm saying? She's upset about the attention. Yeah, he only want her over here because he fucked her. Da, 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 da. This is what she's telling me. And she also texts me or whatever. So she's just mad.
So she just aired out talking about Eazy the Block, who is now Remy's now boyfriend, is seeing and sleeping with 2 other women in addition to Remy Ma. You guys know that Remy Ma was trying to say that Papoose is sleeping with 2 other women. I don't know, child. That's too many juices. That's too much wop and peen being flapped around. Like, I'm just saying, y'all need to calm it down. Y'all are grown-ass individuals. I see in the chat, not to call nobody out, Sandra saying that CR, I disagree. I think that the husband, meaning Papoose, was cheating first. Probably. I mean, I wasn't there. Shit, I wasn't there. I want the cameraman child when they was up in there thought shopping and wop flopping. I wasn't up in there when that shit happened. But what I do know is that the shit is wrong. First of all, for Remy to come publicly with this bullshit when everybody has only known you for being with Papoose. If y'all still living in the same house, so y'all got to figure this shit out, because at any point in time, y'all need to go ahead and get a fucking divorce. If y'all not gonna get back together, if y'all are done, like, go your separate ways. I do not want to live in a house with no nigga that I've made up my mind that I don't want to be with no more. If I'm seeing somebody else, I definitely don't want to be in the same house with you. That's mad weird. Y'all are grown. Remy, you got money, and so do you, Papoose. Move the fuck on. It's stupid at this point. Remy, I just saw a performance the other day where she was on stage and shouting out Eazy the Block. If it's like that, boo, y'all go y'all separate ways. Like, this getting on the internet bullshit, airing out your grievances, you telling his business, he telling yours, his new chick popping out, Eazy the Block doing a video. Like, this shit is so high school. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, how grown are you guys? How old are you guys? Like, seriously, come on now. If y'all want to be single and fancy free and just effing biatches all over New York, do that. But you ain't got to tell us. I mean, thank you for the content, but it's stupid as hell. Y'all got kids. Remy, you and Papoose have a daughter. The least you can do is be respectful to that. She should not be having to hear about shit like that. All right, come on now. Let's grow up. We gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. Okay, period. Period, like Wanda say. Period. Okay. Hold on. All right, so I got one more thing. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's show this. And then I got to get into my real tea. All right, because I know that's why some of my haters is here, child. All right, so Tisha and Marsau, they are feeling very jolly, and they had some type of big dinner for their, they're saying black employees. I didn't know they had that many people working there, because, I mean, that place is only bigger than my little fingernail. So it's weird to me that they had such a huge event like this, but I guess, child, this is their, I guess, Christmas dinner or something. They said the Merry Christmas from the black team for their employees, child. They had this huge thing happening at Black. I guess Black is back open again. Here we go. Without the music, of course. All right, so they had like a little Christmas sit-down dinner for their employees. I guess shout out to Marsau, because that's where we're watching from. They had like a little nice little sit-down dinner. That's him and Tisha sitting up front for their employees. Didn't know they had that many people working for them, but go off. How they paying all these people, I don't know. I don't know. Tisha, that's probably why she's taking out all these loans, so everybody can get paid, child. But go off, child. So these are all their employees. As you guys can see at this long table, they have a nice little sit-down, little Christmas shindig for their employees, child. Okay. All right, so there you guys see. So shout out to them, honey, for having a little holiday cheer and spending some of those Love Marriage Huntsville checks. Shout out to Hibiscus Rose, dear. Thank you so much for the super sticker. We thank you. All right, so let's get into some real stuff. All right, we got all the other shenanigans out the way. This is the real coup de grace. that we're getting ready to talk about. Now, notice we've been talking about this whole interview with hold on. Oh yeah, we got it. This whole interview bullshit with Martell and this Shan and Ariane individual. We already know about that. I'm gonna refresh your memory just in case you forgot. Then we got to get into this Shan individual because we did a little bit of digging. All right. Shout out to the 702 in the building. 702, where your girls at? From the front, back.
Today we are sitting here with the beautiful Chantel. How are you doing? In the flesh. The receipt that you all were asking for. How are you doing today?
I'm absolutely fucking amazing.
All right.
That's that Inez one.
That's that Inez. Okay. So Chantel, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How old are you?
I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I'm 31. I'm a Leo. Been living in Atlanta for the past 10 years. And yeah, just enjoying life right now.
Okay. I love that for you. So I'm under the understanding that you got a little bit of information for me. So I'm here to get into it. So you know Marsau.
Mm-hmm.
How well do you know Marsau?
Very well.
Okay. When did y'all meet?
Girl.
Where did y'all meet? We
met in a local bar.
Okay. In Huntsville.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And, let's just say, as soon as we met, we got to know each other very fast.
Very fast.
Now, what is your meaning when you say we got to know each other?
We hung out, we talked some shit, and then you know, the energy be good. So
yeah. Also, y'all kind of.
So that day that y'all met, y'all hung out that day. Oh, so did he approach you, or did you approach him? Like, did you think he was?
Me.
He approached you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the same day you met him, y'all.
Not the same day, maybe like the next day.
Okay.
Like we met at night. We met at a local bar, so he had to get home. I guess I don't know, but I had to go home too. So we were just hanging out. The next day we went out.
Were both y'all in a relationship at that time?
I'm not sure 100% what he had going on at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm completely single.
Okay.
Living life, and I'm thinking this could be him.
Okay. So you
was looking for a relationship. You were looking for marriage. You were looking to have some kids with somebody. All that good stuff.
Okay.
Like I thought that
he was giving those type of vibes.
Yeah. Like we was vibing so good. I really enjoyed the time that we spent. Like he made me feel good. He was handsome.
So within 24 hours, y'all seen each other again.
He was handsome.
Martell, hush.
I'm so.
Hush. If that's how she feels.
No, I'm just asking. I just have to double take it.
Well, he's acting to me now, but he was fine then. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You know.
So you don't think he's handsome now?
You know.
No, he's a little smoother now than he was then because.
Ain't that smooth about the man?
Ain't that
he just know how to talk good.
Oh, he got that mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that really won you over.
Yeah.
Was the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
So within 24 hours of you meeting him, y'all seen each other again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, he went in for the key.
So where did y'all see each other the next time?
At his business.
What business?
I can't remember the name. I think it's like Credit something, but it's right off of university. He has his own business. Credit. Yes, that's absolutely that. That's
so. What does it look like in there, or what? Do you remember anything?
Now they just fixed it up.
Okay, but then what was it?
I know when you go in, they got this round table, different rooms, but we mostly talked and chilled at the round table.
Okay,
and had our fun in the different rooms.
So within 24 hours, y'all was in another room having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, girl. I mean, that's.
Was anybody else?
I'm not here to judge.
Off the rip, yeah.
Okay.
Who? If you don't mind me asking.
Maurice, and then another time, Maurice's brother.
Micah? They all look alike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. I mean, I'll let you.
So how many times like did you see Marsau?
A handful of times.
A handful of times? Okay.
I mean, it's like the length of your relationship?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. It lasts about a good few months, maybe about a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
On and off.
Okay.
But
so what was the basic, like, Did he take you out? Were y'all in public? Or were y'all just like at Credit One? Like, did y'all eat? Y'all was never in public.
At Credit One, we met at the club.
So y'all was about fucking in Credit One.
We definitely was fucking at Credit One.
Okay.
Maurice got cool with my friend.
Okay.
They was hanging out too. I don't know what they had going on, but I do know that was a thing too.
Okay.
And
she not here, so we'll leave that at that. Yeah, we here to talk. You right? Okay.
We might pick her up next time.
Next time, part 2.
But I can't say she was there with me a couple times that we met at Credit One to talk to Maurice and Marcel. We was
okay.
Oh, so it was going down at Credit One.
Basically,
I've heard about Credit One, but like this is the first time that I'm hearing like a story where I can be like, oh, okay, she told me. I just heard that was somewhere that they take women and obviously get it on. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it wasn't no beds, but
it wasn't no beds.
But we figured it out.
So where we y'all at? Oh my God. Marcel, hush.
I'm saying you're supposed to.
Have we figured it out a couple times? I know. Hush, Marcel, stop. This not about us. Oh, Lord. I understand.
Oh, I wouldn't know how they figured it out.
Okay.
Was it the big table? The chairs?
We never did it on the table. That would have been good.
Damn.
That would have been good. Because that table was pretty big.
Yeah. So we up on the floor with some
y'all was on the floor?
It was
that's the best sex.
It was more so like chair bend over type vibes,
like we all get the gist though. I just wanted to refresh your memory. Let's get into this shit. Okay. Now, stop sharing. Now let's get into what Wanda had to say, okay? Because Wanda was very, very clear that this never, ever happened, okay? Let's get into it, shall we? Hold on. Let's share first, of course. Y'all know when I get hyped up, baby, I'll be forgetting to share sometime. We're going to share, honey. It was what Wanda had to say. Because I knew she was coming. I told y'all. Shout out to my girl, Empress, all right? Here we go. Boom.
I will say, Mateo, you tried it, baby. You tried it. That shit was so funny. You tried it, baby. It's all good. You did your best. Poor little thing. My baby did bit to try to make himself look good. Y'all tried it. You, your cousin, and your woman. Y'all, I'm heading to another part. I finally got my YouTube up because I was at one part. They're like, did you see what was going on? Girl, no, I ain't seen this. I'm heading to another part as we speak, y'all. I'm heading to another part. I don't even know if they doing anything in here. It look like they doing some. Y'all. I'm gonna walk in with y'all. But yes, by you knowing he's cheap anyway. I have not heard from Marsau, so y'all know what? I'm not gonna take that and run with that because I think it was staged. It didn't sound true to me, y'all. It didn't sound true. Nothing that woman said sound true. First, she was at Marsau Place. Then she said, "Oh, I guess they school, not Marsau. It's Maurice." Then they said it was Maurice. Okay. Then there's no bed, but no couch either.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
All right, we done with that. Let's get into some shit where I'm about to blow y'all fucking wig off, okay? I ain't playing today. All right, so Shan, as you guys can see, is the girl that was in the interview. All right, let's take this down. Y'all follow me. Follow me. If you are fans, true fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I'm going to be talking about different scenes, just getting ready to connect the dots. Y'all know I love to connect the dots, baby. This is getting ready to get fun. All right, so Shan is the girl that Kiki Jabbar. Do you guys remember when Kiki sat down with Melody in that scene to tell Melody that there was a threesome going on with Marsau and 2 other women? Y'all ready for this? Do y'all remember that scene? When Melody sat down and with Kiki Jabbar, rest her soul. When Kiki told Melody that Marsau was involved with a threesome and that she was going to tell Tisha, but Tisha did not pick up the phone and did not go and meet her. Tisha already knew about it. That's why she didn't want to meet her. Tisha already knew about it. She didn't want to meet her. Let's rewind. Go back to the reunion where Tisha came out with the puppets. When Kiki first brought it up to say that there was a big booty Judy in Marsau's phone. Diego said, stop playing with me. I know my shit over here, and I ain't going to say it on my channel if I don't know to be facts. The other person that was in the room with Shan was Ariane. I say allegedly because I like to be cute. There was a threesome. Ariane and Shan been doing this bullshit forever. These are two girls that were on the same shit that they came out to try to trap people who they thought had money. Ariane's target was Martell. Shan's target was Marsau. Shan wasn't able to trip up Marsau because Marsau went and got a vasectomy. Ariane tripped up Martell. Notice every time Ariane got pregnant, Martell made her get rid of the baby. She kept Knox because that was her way of doing what they planned to do from the start, trap some niggas and get some money. Okay, follow me. Now, go back to the reunion when Kiki said to Tisha that Tisha, who was the girl that was in Marsau's phone, when Tisha kept saying, no, there's no infidelity. We've never experienced that in our marriage. They absolutely experienced that in their marriage. When Marsau said that the girl sent a picture to him and said a midday work surprise. You had already been dealing with Shan since he worked at, follow me, since Marsau worked at the movie theater. Remember, Marsau worked in the movie theater. He's known Shan since then. Let me show you guys a picture because Wanda liked to play in our face. Notice, anytime there's a scandal that's happening with Tisha, Tisha don't respond. She sends Wanda. Everything that goes on with Tisha in her marriage, outside of her marriage, whatever it is, she tells Wanda. Wanda is her mouthpiece to fix things and deflect the audience so that they don't see Tisha and Marsau as a certain type of way. Coming on to Love and Marriage Huntsville, Tisha and Marsau had already let the cast know, as well as Kingdom Reign Entertainment and Carlos King, that they were not going to speak on any infidelities in their marriage or they're quitting the show. So they already knew about this Shan situation because Marsau had already known and or been finagling with Shan. Wanda went on live the other day to say that this is lies and bullshit. And you just heard her say here that Marsau would never sleep with Shan. Look at her. Look how she looks. She looks like a crackhead. Bitch, let me blow your top off. Because I come with receipts, bitch. Y'all ready for this shit? Oh, y'all ready for this shit? When Marsau met Shan, and I did a side-by-side on purpose. Bitch, look at this shit. It's coming up. I'm gonna just let that sit there for a little bit. Shan didn't look like she looked in the black when Marsau met her. Marsau has a type. Marsau has a type. Marsau has a type. He like light-skinned, pretty girls. Tisha's not light-skinned. She's all right with makeup. When he met Shan, haven't I been telling y'all Shan on my channel? Shan was the girl in Marsau's phone when Kiki put it out there at the reunion that there was a girl in Marsau's phone with a big butt. That's why Tisha ran and got a BBL, because of Shan. Tisha knew about Shan for years, and they sat on that bullshit. Look at Shan. Shan had body when Marsau met her. I've been saying Shan for months, if y'all follow me. I've been saying Shan for months. Look at Shan in the white, in the two-piece. See, one of them like to play in our fucking face to make it seem like, oh, she's a crackhead. She like a crackhead. She broke. Shan had money back then. Shan was a fucking dancer. Shan was promised money to come to Vegas and trick off on the Scott brothers. But they try to up and play her and not fucking give her money and try to send her home and not play her like they do other people that they owe. She just wanted her fucking money because that's what she was promised. So she done flew her ass to Vegas because they asked her to. She was also on the trip in Atlanta. She was sitting behind Marsau in the same picture that Ariane took where Maurice said he wasn't even there. And bitch, you was sitting in the front. Shan was brought to Atlanta to trick off again with the Scott brothers. Allegedly. Take a very good look at Shan. That is her. Notice when Kiki brought up Shan at the reunion, Tisha got very upset because she was able to sit on that secret for quite some time. And they were very sure that Shan was not going to come forward and say anything, or that their cover get blown, because they were living under the guise of no woman that Marsau had ever fucked around on Tisha with was going to speak, because they were paperwork in place. It's called a cease and desist, where bitch, you better not talk. Shan said in her interview, which I found to be very, very interesting, that Marsau told her, bitch, if my wife find out, I'm going to unalive you. She said it. Go back and look at the interview. Tisha knew about Shan. That's why Tisha said, I hate side chicks. She's talking about Shan. She said on the show, I can't stand side chicks. Talking about Shan. You want to know who took the picture in Atlanta where Marsau was laying there with his back out? Shan. That's why Tisha was crying in the car. Shan. Allegedly. But they tried to say it wasn't me. That's what Marsau tried to say. Tisha knew immediately when she saw the picture. When Wanda, because Wanda brought it to Tisha to say, Tisha, did you might want to check your husband. Did you know that was your husband? Marsau was taking a picture in the hotel. Y'all remember when she was at Black and she was talking to Marsau and he kept deflecting. I don't want to talk about that. I'm not talking about that. I wasn't in a hotel with someone. Shan took the fucking picture to prove that she was with Marsau. Let's take her down. Because they tried to go by looks. See, one of them tried to deflect and say, oh, Marsau, that's not her type. That's not Marsau's type. I don't really know his type, but I know that he would never mess with somebody like that. Not counting on Shan's picture when she met him 12 years ago is how she looked. She was a dancer. We all know dancers, most real dancers, they got bodies. She had some work done, obviously, just like Ariana had work done. Ariana was straight up and down when she first met Martell. She got work done because she wanted to look like what she was competing with, which is what Martell likes. Martell like women with bodies, just like the Scott brothers. They all hang together. And if y'all don't think that Martell allegedly messed with Shan, you are fucking crazy. They were all sharing women, allegedly. This girl named out sleeping with Marsau, Maurice, and their brother Michael. Yeah. Tisha very much knew who Shan was. Notice Tisha have not come forward to say anything, to deny anything, but she sent her mother to do that. Tisha's not very good with words like that. Tisha's very embarrassed about this because she was so sure that Shan would never ever speak up and say anything because of the threat allegedly that was brought out by her husband to say, bitch, you better not say nothing. Because Marsau, I think he cares about Tisha, and I think he cares about her being embarrassed by the shit that he does. But do I think that that Tisha knows what Marsau does behind the scenes? I do. Ariana said it as well. Not that we believe everything Ariana says, but Ariana says, hey, Tisha know everything that Marsau does. She just don't really give a fuck as long as he don't embarrass her. And you got women out there that's like that. They're going to stay in a situation regardless. Let their husband go out and do what they want to do. That's why Tisha got quiet on the girls' trip when cheating in peace. When that conversation came up, she said nothing because she's dealing with it as well. But this, ladies and gentlemen, in the white is Shan, and to your right, that is also Shan. So we're not going to use the body shaming to say that she was this, penguin-looking Michelin man-built biatch when they met her. This is how she looked. When she was at Credit One with her ass in the air, this is how she looked in the white. So she was very much so eye candy when they met her, which is why they kept fucking with her, because Shan is a freak. Shan will do what Shan is going to do in order to get the boys off. Shan Milkshake was bringing the boys to the fucking yard. And baby, they were sipping. They sipped until, y'all know how when you're sipping on something that's real good and it get to the bottom of your cup and it's that sound at the bottom, you still trying to get a little more because it was that good. That's what Shan was to them. When you still sipping and you done drink all the drink up out that bitch and it's just a gargle at the end. That sound? Yeah. That's what Shan was. Shan was a gargle. She was gargling too. She was gargling on that dick. That's her that credit one. But yeah, so yeah, let's go. All right, so let's continue. Now I want to play a few clips because I always like to go back and dig. If we always got to go back to the past in order to connect to the future. Now, let me pull up something. All right, because I want to play a scene. Do I want to play it on there? Let's see. I'm gonna play it on my phone because I don't want to have to edit it out. This is gonna be a good video. All right, so I pulled a scene where it originally came out about the infidelity. All right, where Martell was going to out Marsau back in season 1's reunion. All right, back when they first had their first reunion, Martell was going to out Marsau. Marsau got quiet. Tisha tried to get smart with Martell. Let me get back to my main screen. Tisha tried to get smart with Martell, and Martell said, "Bitch, I was there." Pay attention. I'm about to play it for you. All right. Tisha was still trying to deny the fact that there was some infidelities and things going on. I'm playing on my phone because I don't want to have to edit the shit out. Let me turn it all the way up because I want y'all to see this shit. Pay attention to, there's certain things I want y'all to pay attention to. Pay attention to body language from Marsau when this conversation takes place. Pay attention to Martell when he says to Tisha, depending on how she act is what I'm going to reveal. Pay attention to Melody because everything that's going on in this situation, I feel like Melody may have known this situation too, because everything that was going on with the Scott brothers, Martell was running back and pillow talking with Melody. So a lot of this stuff Melody knew because while Tisha was talking, Melody was laughing like this some bullshit. Like I know that to be a lie. So pay attention, and then pay attention to Maurice, how he jumps in and becomes very passionate and loud about the situation, trying to make them stop talking about it. Now that we know Shan was saying that Maurice was also involved in the bullshit, that is why. Let's pay attention.
So in that same conversation between Melody and Tisha, you really claim to have knowledge, receipts that Marsau had been unfaithful to Tisha. My question to you, Tisha, is because some of us would rather just not know and continue life as we know it. And if that's okay, if you make that decision. But if she and Martell have facts, have information that unfortunately may disrupt your life, would you want to know? And would you want to know right now?
Look at Maurice. Look at Marsau. No, nervous as hell.
Okay, let me just tell you this. Just like Mel and Martell found out she wasn't looking for it, God laid it on her lap. If anything is going down in my household, God will reveal it to me. Well, why yes, I am that person. I would want to know. But God would show me. My husband and I, we've never experienced that. And I don't have any doubt in my mind that my husband has cheated on me or have cheated on me. I don't feel it. I don't suspect it. I have nothing. I noticed whenever that conversation would come up, Marsau, you never firmly denied it. I'm going to ask you right now, if not 20 or 27 girls, has there been one?
No one ever.
Lying his ass off. Look at Mel. Look at Martell. Look at their faces.
I talked to Tisha that night. I told Martell at the same time. I wasn't just sitting back being straight-faced. But my concern when Tisha says, "Hey, I'm asking you this question straightforward," I'm saying, how is that? How are you even asking me that?
Why are you guys whispering and laughing? What is it? I ain't laughing. Now he whispered.
Yeah, I whispered. So
you want to share that? Yeah,
no. It's like what Marsau talking about. That's all.
So
no. I'm just listening to him. Go ahead.
Martell, do you want to give the receipts?
Oh no. I'm good. I mean, it just depends on how Tisha continue to act, because my thing is.
My thing.
No.
Hold on. You said I know for a fact.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah, I know for a fact. How do you know for a fact? Hold on, but my thing is the reason
That's a good question. Were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
Wait, look how she looked at Marsau.
Did Mel try to sleep with you?
Stop.
Did you ask Marsau that, and why?
Stop.
Wait, say that
Look
again.
at Maurice.
Yeah, right. What?
Hey, see, this is the problem.
Maurice, I want to hear it.
This is stupid.
It's about to just get worse and worse.
Yeah,
this is always the problem.
I'm sorry, I got to clean this up. Did Mel try to have sex with Marsau?
No. Hold on. The thing was a question. She just said a question that's going to be more revealing, and then you're going to say something that's going to be more revealing, and then it's going to get worse and worse.
This is Martell.
Yeah. Well, my thing back to what I was saying is, I will say certain things only because I feel that Tisha has dug talking about me, her knowing for a fact that I bought somebody a BMW.
And then the receipt was a picture I sent you.
Hey guys, how does that help marriages?
Look at Maurice.
How does what you're doing right now help marriages? It's not about trying to help a marriage. I'm saying you, Martell, and you, Melody. You're saying that you
not to your brother and your sister-in-law.
How is this helping this marriage? We're not trying to help. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't do it both ways. You can't be uplifting and tearing down.
No.
That's what I'm saying, man.
He mad because his shit about to come out.
I'm saying that this is tearing up their marriage. You can't do that. You can't say this is tearing up their marriage. Listen, I got a question. Why does she have digs for you then, Mel?
Why does she?
Ask her. Because you two are tearing each other down.
Maurice, you were looking real mad and real passionate over there. Now we know why. Thank you, Shan, for coming forward. Did y'all see that? We needed to play that. You know why? Because Martell was getting ready to blast it. Now, the person that be behind all this bullshit to be talking, but be quiet when the shit come out and blow up is Tisha. Martell was saying back then that Tisha was running her damn mouth and trying him. Like, oh, you don't know nothing. She always liked to play that game because she liked to try to call Martell's bluff into saying that he ain't gonna say shit because they have this bro code and the women have signed these cease and desist. And Tisha know about that shit because they're not going to speak because they've been sworn to secrecy. But what Tisha wasn't counting on was when she went and ran her mouth on Martell, a person who don't have shit to lose, was that he was gonna come back and bring the smoking pow-pows, which was Shan, and it's another girl involved as well that run with Ariana and Shan. And I'm gonna get the picture of her ass too, and I'm gonna be back on another video because I'm still digging that shit up too. At the end of the day, they all know what each other do. That's why Martell was hanging with him. That's why Mel was saying that Martell didn't start acting the way he was acting until he started hanging with the Scott brothers. Mel already knew what the fuck was going on with them. That's why she didn't want them hanging with Martell, because she didn't want him out there doing the same bullshit. They've been doing this shit since the movie theater. That's why Marsau got fired from the movie theater for having them little parties, child, at the fucking movie theater. Y'all remember that? We've talked about that many, many times. The little white girl that I showed y'all a picture of that used to work there with Marsau was one of the reasons why his ass got fired from the fucking movie theater. And now Shan is coming out and saying that she been messing with him and wanted to try to say that shit happened 12 years ago. Okay, Tisha and Marsau were married 12 years ago. So are you trying to excuse the fact that it happened way back then? It was still during her marriage. Tisha knew about it. Tisha tried to shut Kiki up. That's why they didn't want Kiki on the show, because Kiki knew too much of Tisha's business, because every time Tisha would go through those crying spells, she would run to Kiki. Kiki was her go-to person. Kiki's not here anymore. Mel just said that Tisha reached out to her and had a conversation with her where she swore her to secrecy and not to tell what they had a conversation about. Follow me. So now people want to sit up and deflect and say, oh, that shit never happened. It never happened. It absolutely fucking happened. And they love to play in people's face and say that it didn't. But that's why they did not want Kiki around, because she knew too much. Kiki started talking. Kiki started revealing stuff. And even when Marsau tried to lie on the damn reunion and say that the girl in the picture was just some random girl who sent a picture that said midday work surprise. No. It was said and alleged that the person in the phone was Shan, and Tisha knows Shan. She knows her. That's why they don't want Ariana on the show, because she's going to do what she's doing right now, what she did in that fucking interview. Shout out to Angela Hudnall. Thank you so much, dear, for the super sticker. That's why they didn't want her on the show. And that's why they've been blocking her for years. That's why Martell been trying to get Ariana on the show, because his goal is to expose the Scotts. Martell is mad that what he did, the same shit that they've been doing for years, But he got caught up in his shit and lost mail and everything else that he had attached. He is fucking mad that he lost everything and they still with their wives. He is mad that they are still in the position that they were in and still, you know, being able to keep up this persona of this happily married couple, and his shit got thrown out there to where now he's embarrassed, he's losing business deals, and he don't have mail anymore, and he is pissed about that. So Martell's goal is to expose the Scotts, and that's what he's doing. They will never be friends again behind this shit right here. There is another girl involved, though, that hangs with them, and I'm getting my information, and I will definitely go live again once I get that information and her picture. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is Shan 12 years ago. So for them to say that that's not somebody that Marsau would mess with, absolutely. And for them to say they were in Vegas and that Martell didn't want to tell Ariane in front of Shan. And Shan kept a straight face because I was watching back and forth when they were talking. I was watching her body language and I was watching Martell's body language. Martell was shutting the fuck up and letting Ariane do most of the talking because Martell knows if they were running train on Shan in that damn hotel room, I highly doubt that Martell's ass was downstairs gambling. You don't think he was upstairs getting a piece of the action? Because word on the street is Shan is a very freaky girl. That's the girl you do not take home to mama. Yeah. Shan is a very freaky girl. You heard her on the video. She said she had one in the mouth and was sitting on one. That's a freaky girl. You don't even know how to pronounce this nigga name. You calling him Marsau, but you got his dick in your mouth. Let me be a little raw. And you had to be desperate to mess with that damn other brother, the one that's shaped like a Michelin man, like his damn mama, with titties and hips and a big ass. That's the child. Ain't nothing sexy about that. So you must have been high, drunk. You done smoked every tree in Las Vegas, bitch, to lay up with that. Ooh, I love when a plan comes together. Now, Wanda has said that now that Tisha and them are getting ready to sue for defamation of character. I don't know how the fuck you're going to do that when all the evidence is right there. Oh my God, this is getting so like ridiculous. What are you suing for? How is it defamation of character when the person who came out and said that they fucked your son-in-law spoke out and she told it? Okay. How does she know details? How does she know details? The fact that she's known him all the way back since he was at the movie theater, that's a receipt. The fact that she had a picture in your son-in-law's phone, that's a receipt. So how is it defamation of character? That this person has come out to now expose your son-in-law, your daughter's husband, and y'all are mad because the shit got out because you wanted to be able to hide under the radar in terms of saying that y'all never had no infidelities, but you won't count on that shit coming out. See, Tisha should have kept her fucking mouth shut. I keep saying, keep playing with Pandora's box. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because y'all know the type of person Martell is. You know the type of person Martell is. And Tisha tried him season 1 on that bullshit like I just played for y'all. Tisha tried him. And Martell said, it depends on what I spill. It depends on Tisha and how she acts. Because he knows that Tisha like to say little shit behind the scenes. But then when the shit gets to popping, she want to start that damn crying. And then have her mama speaking up for her and coming to her defense. And y'all didn't keep hearing Marsau telling Tisha to shut up and to be quiet and to stop. Marsau kept telling Tisha, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Like, bitch, you gonna push him to say some shit that we don't want said on the reunion. Notice how Maurice jumped in and was passionate and about to jump out of his seat and lips all tight. And Kimmy just sitting there like this because she knew some shit was popping out too. That's why Kimmy said, listen, bitch, don't tell me nothing that happened when me and Maurice was dating because that shit don't count. It don't matter. Bitch, it do count. It count because you dumb to know all this shit prior and still marry him. And not to think that the shit ain't going to continue because to your own admission, Kimmy, let's jump on you if we can. You sat up there and said that he still stay out, that he still runs with Maurice and his boys. What does his boys do when they hang out? What do his boys do when they hang out? Come on here. Thank you, Inga Bruce. What do the boys do when they hang out? Kimmy, you said it on the reunion as well, that the boys hang out at Credit One and have parties because they needed a place to smoke their cigars and drink. That ain't all they doing. Please be smart. Kimmy, you're an older woman. You're a seasoned girl. You know what happens because, bitch, you was hopping in DMs, as I said before. You know you married a freak. You know he married a freak, and he has no boundaries in terms of where he will and will not go. He's such a freak that he told you while you were dealing with cancer and chemo to roll over and take it. He didn't give a fuck. Maurice wanted that WAP. He didn't give a fuck. He wanted to get it when he could, and he didn't care how you felt. If you were sick, if you were laying there with your hair falling out, bitch, he said, toot it. Toot it. And you had to toot it, bitch. And if you chose not to toot it, he already had somebody that would. Her name is Shan. Allegedly. And in my opinion. So now everybody's talking about suing. Martell is saying that he is suing Tisha because Tisha went on the platform of Messy Mondays to say that he was gay. He's saying he is not gay, that that's a whole lie, that Tisha defamed his character. So he is saying that he is suing the Scotts for defamation of character. And now Wanda has put out there that they are suing. I don't know why she's talking about they, because you're not in it. You wasn't there. This don't have nothing to do with you. She is saying now that that Marsau and Tisha are gearing up to sue Martell for defamation of character for their interview. But I don't know how you're going to do that. Like I said, when Shan herself, the person who said she was there and had sexual relationships with Marsau, Maurice, and their brother, hips and tits over there. Okay, Micah. I don't know how you're going to sue behind that, but it is what it is. But Maurice, you were very hyped over there trying to tell them to be quiet, and they're going to mess up their marriage. They're going to mess up their marriage. The marriage is already messed up. Marriage is already messed up, okay? Marsau been playing Tisha's ass since day fucking one. Like Tisha said, they almost didn't make it a year into their marriage. They almost about to get a divorce. You almost didn't get married. If you didn't come up with that baby like Ariana did with Martell, Tisha, you low-key ain't no better than Ariana. I'm gonna just say it right now. No, you didn't mess with a married man, bitch, but you was messing with somebody who was messing with everybody else. And the only reason the nigga that wifed you up was because you got knocked up. Okay? I don't believe he was in love with you. I believe he cared about you because you was one of many. Because he said it on Carlos King's podcast that he dated you 1 month exclusively before he married you. And when you did get married, you were 4 to 5 months already pregnant. So you ain't no better than Ariana while you sit back and like to pride yourself on saying that you married to this nigga for 18 years. You think because you got a ring and he won't wear his ring, but because y'all got rings on and that you married to the nigga, that you got some kind of leverage over the other hoes out here that's trying to get one. You ain't no better. You ain't no better. You a wife by default. You a wife by default, baby girl. If you weren't carrying, the nigga wouldn't have carried you to that shop, to that pow wedding. Because that's exactly what that shit was. Had you not got pregnant, Marsau would have been still out there playing the fuck out of you, still running the streets. He was running the streets while he was dating you, Tisha. I'm going to say it again. He was running the streets while he was dating you, Tisha. And you became a wife by default. He knew he had to come out of the streets because the crazy ass mama that you got, for one, won't gonna let him run around here and be with all these other hoes in the street while her daughter was knocked up. So the right thing to do, because they old school, they from the country, they from the backwoods. That's how old people think. Just because you get married, get pregnant by somebody, you got to run out here and marry them. Now you're dealing with someone that was doing the same shit before you married him, doing the same shit while you married to him. And now you got to figure out how you're going to stay in this situation and not be embarrassed and continue to deflect and play with the audience to make them think that shit ain't really what we see when we see it. I don't give a damn what's going on in your marriage, to be honest with you. That's old school. Ain't that how the old people think? You better go out here and get married. You done knocked her up. You better go marry her. For what? For what? You slipped up and you got somebody pregnant when you were doing the do. You don't go out here and get married. You ain't in love. That's like an arranged marriage. We talked about it the other day. So it's given that y'all have learned to love each other along the way. He don't even want to wear a ring. Marsau is not committed to marriage. Marsau is not committed to marriage. Tisha been begging him since season 1 to wear a ring. Wanda, you were at Maurice and Kimmy's wedding trying to tell him you ain't got no ring on. He don't want to wear a ring because he's not ready to settle down. He's with Tisha because Tisha is kind of like a sugar mama, and so to speak. Tisha's got the credit. Tisha's got all this other stuff. The businesses are what, 85, 95 or whatever % in her name. Without Tisha, Marsau has nothing. So of course he's going to stick around. Of course he's going to stay there because what else is he going to do? He don't want to be like Martell is right now that Mel have dropped his ass. Without Tisha, Marsau will be like Martell. So he gonna go out and do what he do, but respectfully, he ain't gonna bring it back to where Tisha gonna be embarrassed about that shit. So I feel like they have become comfortable in dealing with what they deal with. I feel like Tisha knows about it. Like I told you guys and showed you guys the picture when they were in the DR, where all these women were there at this place where there was an adult resort, where Kim is standing directly in front of Maurice, who had his arm around another woman. They are all in the bullshit. Kimmy, you married into this because, baby, you two were desperate. Tisha was desperate when she met Marsau. If you guys go back to what rest in peace again to Kiki. Kiki was talking about how Tisha never really had boyfriends growing up, even in college. Okay, that's why. And then, too, to hear that Tisha was in the backseat gargling on dicks and shit, allegedly, according to Martell. She never had no boyfriends, and that's according to Kiki. Kiki said that Tisha was always the third wheel when Kiki was with her boyfriend. Tisha would always just come along. She never had a boyfriend like that. So Tisha was just running around doing Tisha. So when she met Marsau, somebody who showed her some real attention, he attached himself onto her because he saw where she was going, just like Martell did Mel. Martell looked at Melanie and said, this girl is smart. She's ambitious. She's going places in life. Let me hurry up at her graduation and lock her down. The same way Marsau did with Tisha. He knew she was smart. She's smart. She got degrees in her eyes. In her eyes, okay. And she was going places. Tisha was getting ready to go to California to build a life and do for herself. Tisha was ready to go to school and just have this whole life and just do her. Until she ran into this sorry ass, trapped ass nigga. I feel like he trapped her. I'm just be honest with you. I feel like he trapped her. She got pregnant, and he wound up having to marry her ass. And I feel like he's not happy that he had to do that shit. You guys saw in Vegas, he did not want to renew his vows to Tisha, and she stood there and begged him on national TV. The cast around him was saying, "Why don't y'all just get married again?" Marsau, Marsau, why don't you just do it? Just get married. He was very adamant about, I'm not doing this. He said on the Sprinter van on the way there that he do what he do and he stay with his family for his kids. He didn't say shit about Tisha. He didn't say shit about Tisha. He's with Tisha for those fucking kids. He don't want to break those kids' heart. He cares about his kids, but can sit up and you know, counsel everybody else in marriage and relationship. And nigga, you out here doing the shit you doing to your own fucking wife. A nigga who sit on national television and tell his wife to shut the fuck up. That's the most disrespectful shit ever. And then for Kimmy to sit up and say, I believe in my heart that Maurice has never cheated on me, she's another one. She's another one. You cannot tell me that you go to bed every night early and your husband don't come home some night at all. And when he do, it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. When he kiss you on the cheek, it's time for you to get up and go to work. But he's an attorney who have all these cases. I doubt he has all these cases if he's staying out that late at night. But you guys, that is my show for today. I just had to show that receipt because I was not about to let them continue playing my damn face. To keep saying that Shan is just this, you know, penguin looking girl from Batman. She was this ugly chick. Shan was not that. She did not look like she did back then. I'll show the picture again for those of you that did not get to see it. Shan did not look like she looked back in the day, baby. Right now. She don't look like she looked now like she did back in the day. She was very much so eye candy, and she's very much somebody that Marsau and them would have gone for because Marsau liked pretty girls with nice bodies. Shan had a nice body. She was a dancer. She said she was an exotic dancer. This is when she danced when she was in the white. This is how she looks now. She don't dance anymore. Obviously, she kind of let herself go. She's gained a little weight. She had on a wig right here. She had on a wig right here too. But that is Shan. That is Shan. That is Shan. That's Ariana's friend. And that's what they do. They run around and they meet men with money. And they attach themselves on. Like Shan said, I thought that I was going to be. She thought she was going to really be with Marsau. She thought that he was the one. So she was going to try to trap that nigga. She just didn't get a chance to do it. She got caught up in getting trains getting ran on her ass, allegedly, and having so much fun. But she had her eyes on Marsau. She said she liked Marsau. That's who she was going for, because that's what she and Ariane planned to do. Go for married men with money, break up their situation like Ariane was able to do with Mel and Martell. Now that she sees she ain't got shit because she got Martell. You played yourself. You played yourself. And the only reason why Marsau didn't fall for that trick and be with her, because he knew that by leaving and being with Shan, she had nothing. He didn't really have it like that, because I told y'all that Tisha takes all of the checks that Marsau makes. Marsau admitted to it as well. All his Love and Marriage Huntsville's checks go to Tisha. Tisha is holding on to that money because Tisha already knew prior how Marsau was taking money over to Ariane for Martell. So Tisha knows the game and how it works. So she was not about to let that shit creep up into her house to where Marsau was taking their money and spending it and tricking it on women. So she was smart enough to do that shit. But to say she didn't know about Shan, she's known about Shan for quite some time. And I just proved that shit today on my show. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining the show. I hope you guys enjoy. Please hit the thank you. But yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, like the video, and subscribe to this channel so that you will be privy to all and more information to come. And I'm definitely going to find out that other girl hanging with Ariane. I'm going to find out who it is, because I'm going to dig and I'm nosy. And I'm going to hop my ass right back on here and show pictures. And I'm going to give you the tea as soon as I get the shit. And I'm going to also look up this information on this filing for divorce with Shani and Keon Henderson. All right. So I will see you guys later. You guys be blessed, be safe. Have a happy Christmas Eve. I know some of you guys are still getting some last minute stuff. I'm going to be out and about, kind of getting my dinner stuff for tomorrow. I'm going to do a crab boil and some seafood stuff for tomorrow. So I'm going to be out today trying to get that, because y'all know everything will be primarily closed for tomorrow. So yes, that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today, and just kind of chilling and, just chilling out today. And I'll see you guys again. I'll try to do another little quick pop in and give you guys some more news that I definitely know y'all can use. All right. Have a great day. Love you guys down. Thank you to my mods for doing an awesome job of keeping the trolling down. Ooh. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. Can you give me 1 second? Okay, hold on 1 second. All right, so let me thank you so much, Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, and Scorpion Miss. And thank you to all of my content creators that joined us. Thank you, Diego, as well, for stopping by. True TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Miss Hills Atlanta, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles, Kim K, and Love Seen Heard. Oh, look at that. I sound like an auction dealer, don't I? Thank y'all so much for being here. Enjoy your day, and bye. Let me get my music up.